Moving on, we can enter data into the table directly by just right clicking opening table and enter. Let's enter one data, right click directly, but that's not how will you have your users enter the data into the table, because they wouldn't even know that the data is stored in tables which they can't see. Let's try this. Data you can enter and use space, because that's how users will enter data. mm, uh, and amount is $200, status is active, and you can go on enter data like that. But enough about that, because the purpose of entering data into tables is from using forms and not using directly the tables. So let's create a blank form. Just close this one, and forms. So we go up to the create menu, and then remember, I always create everything in design view. You can explore, the wizard is the worst, can uh, create a blank one, I think, like that, but design view is the best. So that's the only the one we need. So we create a form in design view, and the form dialog box open up. Now these guides are here very horizontal to help you place controls on the form, and they are not visual when you're running the form. So but these guides are very destructive, so when I do a right click and turn off the grid, and then I do a right click and turn off the ruler, and this is the form set. So for the purpose of this video we will do a very small form, so we can just resize the form like so, and we can save the form. Right click, not save option is not here, so we have to go up again and click save, and save dialog box pops up, and we just name it form address. See the first, and if we go to on the right, we see table address, form address, very simple to recognize. We can just close everything, and when we want to open the table, double click, open table with data, close, double click, open form. Now you see the form looks very complicated. So the first thing we have to do is modify some properties of the form, so all these automatic tools disappear. So we right click and go to design view again, and come up here and click property sheet. Properties you can find it somewhere, I'm not sure, but it's here in Access 2007 onwards. Remember, I'm in design view. See, so all the designing tools are here, and in property sheet we have to change few properties. We change auto center to yes, so when the user starts the database, the form comes up on center of the screen. Oops. Another property we want to change is the border style of the form to dialog, so it only has one close button in the corner and no maximize and minimize button. The record selectors, we want to turn it to no. Navigation buttons, which was on the down, we want to say no. Scroll bars, no, neither. Dividing lines, no. Control box, yes, and close button, yes. Maximum minimum button, no, not this one. Movable is okay. Well, you've seen what options I have changed. Now let's see what difference did it make. When moving along to the form, we just close the form, and it will ask you to save the changes which you just made, and we say yes, and then we open the form, and let's see what happened. It pops up on the center of the screen, and what we know, it looks more presentable for the users to enter data as we expected. Now all we have to do is add controls to the forms where user will enter data and the data will be recorded in the table. So how we do that? We right click on the form and go to design view again. Remember, there are many ways of doing this, but this is the favorite one. So on the forms property sheet we have changed everything. Oh yeah, record source. What this means is where the data of the form will be recorded. So what we select here is table address. So the form will record its data which the user will enter into this table. Once we do that, then we can go up here, up in the properties, and select add fields. And then when we go, after clicking that button, the properties dialog box will change to add fields. See once again, properties, add fields. So what we have to do is select all the fields we want. We can select individually or just hold down shift to select all and drag them. We'll move the form easier to make it easier to view, and drag all the fields like so. We have a little plus. This means the fields are dragged onto that table, and all the fields are dragged onto the table, and the table rather looks okay. And we can save and run the form right now and see how it looks. Let me resize the form first so a lot of data can fit into this. You can click away and everything is selected individually. Well, let's just select all again. Oops. Control A to select all and move it to the center of the screen like so. And we can select this age and amount and make it bit darker, maybe black. How we do that is well, we selected everything. We go again to properties, and on the properties we will see there's font and font color. Yes, font color, this one. We select it, make it automatic black, and I think it will be alright now. Yes, all fixed. Now we can just right click and do a save, and we can close the form. Now we can double click on the form to open it again. It opens on the center of the screen, and this is how the form looks. Now how do we enter additional data? It's only showing the data we already entered directly into the table. Now we want to make buttons to add new data. So how do we do that? For now we will right click and open the form in design view, scroll down, make some space here by making the form bigger, and no, let's not make the form bigger. Let's make the command dialog box smaller and the address dialog box smaller, and we can select these items and move it upward so we have some space down here, and we add some buttons. So how do we do that is we go up to the control toolbar, and what is this? We highlight it, says text box, label box. We have again and button. We select button, and then we click on the form, and the button dialog box wizard comes up. This is very important to add button because it adds some of the codes which we will explore later. For now we will need a form operation button. No, we need a record operations button, add new record button. We go next, record operations, add new record, and we go next, and we can write text or select a picture. For now we write text, as we say new contact. We can say whatever we want. and then we go next, and button name would be anything you like. For me, I will say button add new. See, all these will be used for programming, so you don't need spaces in them because the user will never see them. And we go save, and see it says new contact. Alright, and then we want to test out our form, so we right click save, and then right click and run the form in form view. This is same as closing the form and double clicking from the menu. Center screen, and now we try adding a new data. So we click new contact and we try some other name, and see how easy it is to enter data in form. Status, we can click spacebar, you know that. Premium customer, premium, no, we can write premium customer. Okay, we can add new contact and it will go blank. The problem is, how do we go back to the context we want to see in the form? So for that we add few more buttons. Same thing we do is we go on to save the form and go to design view, and we go up to our menu here, click the button, and then in the form we click here, and on the record navigation we select go to previous record. We have a nice little arrow here represented how the button will look, and we go next. We can write text, but the arrow seems fine, so this time we use picture. Go next, and we write button previous. I'm naming them previous, so it will be easier to find when we have to write some code against them, but by using this wizard all the codes are already written. Finish, we have button previous here. We do another one for button next, just by same procedure, clicking the button, coming into the form, clicking record navigation, go to next record, next, the picture seems fine, next, button next, and finish. Right, we have previous. Now we need to test. Right click save, right click form view, and we see yes, this is working fine. It even goes to the position where you can enter new record, and this looks nice. Now just let's see if the data we entered here is actually recorded into the table. Let's do one more and let's see. We do add contact, we do new name, and we go to no, this one we don't even test user. You can go add contact, go back, go forward, and let's close the form and go up to our menu, open the table, and sure enough all the data is recorded into the table. Okay.